see the seat? Shutter speed. Shit. There we go. Here's the issue with the hats. Just don't... I can't tell if I like it. You know? Like, do I look strange? Hat. Got a new one. Look at this bad boy with massive tag. Look at that. Cool. It's cool. Set hat. I'll go with this one. Ooh. Hello. Merry Christmas. Hello. It's raining outside. It's quite damp, quite cold. And I haven't made a video in a while. Yeah, a lot's happened. Been very, very busy. Started a few new jobs and then started one a bit more permanent. So been very busy to try and get some stuff. You might notice some changes. Not with my hair, because I'm still bald. But it is growing back actually, quite well. Having to actually shave now. But finally got some stuff put on my wall, it's a bit dull. And yeah, a lot has happened. So I went on a long film, and that film, I went on the feature up in New York. I did actually record some stuff up there, but I think the job kind of got the better of me. So I didn't really get enough time to make content as well as I wanted to. And then straight after that, I not only was finishing off the last job, but also I started my new job. I don't think I can talk much about, but I'm really enjoying it. I work in digital, which is, I think I spoke about in another video, in TV and film terms, it's like social media. Yeah, that's been an absolute joy. Absolutely have been enjoying it. Obviously, I still missed kind of the production, being on set. I still get to do that, but in a limited degree. I get to work in an office, which is actually really nice. I'm sure I'll do a video at some point discussing the joys between office work and on-set location work, which makes up the majority of our industry. The pros and cons of both, because there is pros and cons of both. I got new glasses. This is another new thing. I don't need them all the time, but someone said to me they light up my face, and that gave me a lot of confidence. And also, I actually see a lot better with them on. This autofocus is quite slow, actually. I've noticed that. There we go. Maybe it's something to do. So just fix my camera mid-recording. I mean, I went on holiday. I went to Amsterdam for 2 nights. With my great friend Joe. We had an absolute blast. I love Amsterdam so much, and it was a fantastic trip. It is the 19th of December. 20th is tomorrow. And the reason why I know that is because obviously the new Percy Jackson series is coming out, which I'm very excited for. I had a few friends who went to the premiere, and they say it's fantastic. And this is not sponsored. Of course it isn't sponsored. Why do you think it's sponsored? But I am just looking forward to it because I'm a big fan. Anyway, I need to get on with doing some bits and bobs because I'm technically out of a contract at the moment, but I'm also doing some work in between. So earlier on in the year when I was doing some videos, I did a bit of work for BBC Radio 2, and I'm picking that... Why is this... What's going on with this focus? And I'm picking that work up back again to do another video for them. It's not as intense as last time. It's a lot less work, so I get a lot more free time than I was originally expecting, which is why I've picked up the camera again. But I'm editing a short film for a friend, kind of as a favour type thing, just because I've got a bit of spare time on my hands. Doing some of my own work actually, which is nice for once, a nice little balance before it all kicks off in January, where things get crazy. My 2024 already is going to be quite insane for the first 6 months, but also kind of terrifying, but very, very happy about it, you know. Yeah, I should probably get on with doing stuff because, well, the thing is, I don't know when schools break up because each school has a different breakup date. So I keep leaving the house for the last week or so. I've been leaving the house thinking, cool, kids broke up for Christmas, gonna go to the gym. And then the kids are there, which is enough. And if you don't live in a kid-populated area, then I know that sounds stupid, but as in an area which is heavily populated by children, as in I just live near quite a lot of secondary schools. It's a living hell to get into the town. It's horrible. I'm not saying the kids are awful. I know I sound like such an old person, but like it's like World War Z trying to get onto a bus, like pushing. Like I'm not trying to push past them. I'm being pushed into them, used as kind of a barricade, human meat shield to get onto this moving vehicle. How they treat each other, it's crazy. I don't remember it being that bad. But it's the 19th of December, so I'm guessing they're all off for school. It is Friday tomorrow. No, it isn't. It's Wednesday. Losing track of time, I tell you what. But I'm gonna be safe and wait it out until probably 4:30ish, and I'm gonna go to the gym, maybe have a bit of a swim. But yeah, when you're a editor on a film, sorry, I'm just repositioning my camera. Anyway, when you're an editor on a film, this is not very nice lighting. Can I just, no, that's very hot. I'm just gonna touch some barn doors to my desk light. Anyway, when you're an editor on a film, there's a bunch of things that need to happen. Obviously, you have a few issues coming on as an editor when you're not on set. So a lot of the time when I am editing a project, I'm usually on set with the film crew, and I'm ingesting the footage to my own hard drives or hard drives provided to me. Something a bit like this. So this is the hard drive for my grad project. I still have it because it's quite chunky, it's very nice. Say if the director has a last minute request or there's something to do with a festival and it needs dubbing, that'll be my job. So I'll keep that with me until I die, basically. And I have thousands of hard drives. I mean, like, you know, here, and then I have a box of them here. This is actually all my old college work, so all of my B.Tech and A-level was all done on these 3 bad boys. That's probably about 10 terabytes right there. Don't worry, it's not the only copy. I have online versions of everything because I'm crazy. I don't know, I think this is my first year of uni. I didn't really use a lot. Can't find it. I had a hard drive corrupt on me in the first year of uni, and I almost lost all my work. And also this is Velcro, sticks to the back of my computer. Lovely little tip for you there. This is what I've kind of been using recently a lot. These are SanDisk drives. I'm not sure if you can see. This one's quite dark. I also have another one actually under the camera, so I can squeeze it out. There we go. I've been using these a lot recently because they're really nice and small, really safe, rubber, tiny, don't really take up much space, and also they hold a lot and are quite relatively safe, and also fast, faster than the lacy drives I have. And also when I'm doing digital content for the shows I'm working on, these are great because I'm literally carrying around a tiny camera, or if not my phone, across a busy moving set. I don't really carry around a massive hard drive. These are fantastic. Only thing they're a bit more expensive. Main issue as an editor, if you're not on set, is getting that footage. So there's kind of 2 ways. There's either transferring online, which takes forever, and also can be quite expensive depending on what service you use. And yeah, Memphis, so it takes forever. Uploading it all, and then also me getting sent it and then downloading it all, also stands a lot of risk of internet service, having to keep my laptop open at all times. Also, sometimes you have to downscale resolution wise because transferring 4K files still online is terrible. And also choosing what software to go, or what software to use to do this, because it all costs money, and sometimes it requires both of parties to have that service. So I have Google, and some people might be using Framio or might be using another service like Dropbox, WeTransfer, all of the rest. And they all have their different quirks, which isn't great. So probably the easiest way to do it is a hard drive, sending over the hard drive. Now there's a few more issues with this as well, because if you're going to mail it across the country, that's awful. Also, who sends the hard drive, because that costs money. And then also it might get lost in the post, so making sure you have double copies. So actually you're buying 2 hard drives, sending one of them off with the possibility of reaching. If it doesn't reach, you have to send off the other hard drive, and it's just a logistical nightmare. So, and then to back it up anyway, you're going to upload it online anyway, so you might as well do it online. So a lot of insurances there where it might go wrong. I think probably one of the best ways to do it is meet up in person, because it's kind of a personal courier. It's very easy in London to do this. I'm currently in the process of getting footage for another short film. I actually directed years ago, but I haven't got the footage, and that's a nightmare because the footage is in Manchester. I need it in London, so I've got to send up a hard drive. It's a nightmare. It's always going to be a nightmare. The best way to do it is meeting up with the person who shot it to grab the hard drive. So this is the lovely hard drive I have for a short film that I'm going to be editing, and this worked really well because I met them in London, we went out for a coffee, and they handed it to me. So now I'm doing a little unboxing. Look how fancy this is. It's magnetic. And on here is a post-it note with description of what's on the hard. I probably shouldn't have taken that off. Also, it has stuff like the script, which is really helpful for me as an editor. And this one is super fancy. It's one of these fancy hard drives where you can open it up. How cool is that? I probably don't suggest doing it, but I'm going to do it anyway. Yeah, you can just, Ooh. And then that's the inside of the hard drive. Anyway, I want to put that back before I break it. This is what the film's on. Probably one of the most secure hard drives I've ever seen in my life. These are very expensive. A lot better than this. Let's just say it's a lot safer. Whoop. Oh, there's another. Oh, wow. Hello. This is probably the box that it was sold in. Doom. And then inside it'll be like the power cables, the data cables, anything I'll need really to power the hard drive. But yeah, thank you Eve, who's the director, who has very kindly met me in London to hand this over. That's not the right cable. Okay, it's plugged in. There we go. Awesome. Sorry, I'm very confused. The film is called Thank You, and the drive is called Thank You Master, and I thought it was saying thank you to me. It wasn't. It's not calling me Master. I thought that was a bit weird, but it's good. It's the Master drive for Thank You. So yeah. Anyway, Jesus. Yeah, I'm looking to upgrade my setup. Only issue with kind of this Mac ecosystem, Apple ecosystem type thing. You kind of need all the parts. It's not just buying a monitor. It's buying the cables for it. It's buying the keyboard and the mouse. It all gets very expensive, but I think it will be worth it. Obviously, I wouldn't really buy a Mac Mini or a Mac Studio to go with it because, well, number one, they're super duper expensive, and number two, I actually quite like the speed of my laptop. And if you don't know, you can just plug in your laptop to a monitor screen and it just acts as the computer, which is glorious. I absolutely love that. I think that's a fantastic feature. So I'm going to look through all these files because I have not only the audio, the video, also the scripts. I'm going to read through all of them because I have a bit of spare time. Then I might do a bit of writing. Then I'm going to head off to the gym. Right, let's get on with it.
Ela sempre chega bem vestida, salto alto, saia colorida, nunca passa despercebida, feita para se apaixonar.